Western Mass News is your school authority. This afternoon, we're tackling safety when it comes to recess and just how your child can play safely with other children on the playground during a pandemic.
Yeah, and our Jordan McCool actually caught up with a UMass microbiologist to find out what these schools should be doing with these guidelines.
The kids really should be going outside as much as possible.
UMass Amherst microbiologist Dr. Erica Hamilton tells Western Mass News students should go outside for recess, but specific guidance for recess will depend on the size of the school and playground and how many kids are outside at once.
In general, fewer kids and more spaced apart is better than crowding a lot of people onto a playground.
Dr. Hamilton says schools can allow students to play on the popular playscapes like swings or slides.
For the playground itself, COVID really is something that's spread from person to person through respiratory droplets. The chances of it living on a hard playscape, like a set of swings, is pretty low, but schools do need to be cautious. So disinfecting items that are commonly touched.
Playscapes are open for kids at Westfield Public Schools, where preschoolers and students with special needs are back to in-person classes. The rest expected to return later this month.
We do a disinfecting spray in between recesses, but we also have the students, again, that's where the hand washing protocols and the mask.
And wearing a mask during recess, that's something Dr. Hamilton says really depends on a number of factors.
If you have only a handful of kids out at recess and they can stay away from each other and you are a green community, so you have low COVID numbers, then maybe they could take their masks off during recess. It's going to be hard to determine that, so it may be better to err on the side of caution and have kids wear masks.
Westfield Public School Superintendent tells Western Mass News recess is considered a mask break for students.
So because we have had to add additional lunches, we will also have additional recesses. And so that's something that we've planned into our schedule. And again, our recess, in some level, we're giving students several mask breaks throughout the day. Recess will be one of them.
However, students are required to wear a mask if they can't stay 6 feet apart. And as the colder temperatures approach, indoor recess will be more common.
Schools need to ensure that their heating and ventilation and cooling systems are bringing in as much cool air as possible into probably the cafeteria or the gymnasium will be used for an indoor recess.
Lastly, Dr. Hamilton recommends students wash their hands before and after recess and have extra masks on hand to change out throughout the day. For Western Mass News, I'm Jordan McCool.